morning, promised last week that I would be doing another plant material. Today I'm going to show you how to make a raft style or a clump style. And this material came from the mountain. Here in the Philippines, there is a farming called hanging system, wherein they burn the whole area so that the area would be clear for their vegetables. And these plants suffer those fate of being burned. But during the rainy days, these plants would grow again. That's why if you see the trunk system, you will see that it has so many movements. What do I mean by movements? These are the flow, the different flow of the branches. Because of being burned, because of the natural effect of nature. This is a natural bonsai material that we could use, and in the near future would be one of the best material that you would see. And this is a Philippine hardwood too. What are the steps first in doing this thing? First, you have to have the necessary tools and materials for you to be able to wire this plant. Okay? Then the second is you have to consider the front of the plant. See? How do you determine the front of the plant? First, you have to look at the root system, if it's pleasing to the eyes. Okay? So this would be my front now. I'll put a marker so that people would know that this is the front. Now I'm going to select branches for this plant. Okay? That's the second step. You have to select the proper branches that you're going to use, because not all branches you're going to do workshop. You have to choose only. What are the points of consideration in choosing the branches? First, there should be flow, movement of branches that would cover the entire tree in the future, except of course the front. I'm going to start cutting now. In making a bonsai, you don't need a lot of branches. Sometimes you only need 4 main branches to finish the plant. In this case, because it has a group of branches coming out of a single trunk, I'll be using a lot of branches. In doing the branches should flow outward, not inward. Okay? So I'm going to do a lot of branches that are flowing outward from this area. When wiring, you should secure the branches. Make sure that the wire is properly attached to the branch, that you could work on the branch while you position it to where you want it. Another tip, when you water the plant, especially if it's an old one, you should first make sure that the soil is somewhat dry before you do that. Okay? When the plant is a little dry, its elasticity is there, so there's no danger of breaking the branch. There. After putting all the wires that are needed for me to work on the branches, I'm going to now do the branching, the design of the branching. So since this is the front area, Did you see that all my branches are going outward of the plant? No branches going inside the plant. Okay? Now I'm going to bend. My branches are like a fish. They just follow the current. So you will see a little movement on the branches. And you have to also consider the elements of showing the branches that you did. Because eventually, these branches would grow very thick. They would serve as the primary branches of this plant. And after a couple of years, you would have now the second branch, the third branch, and so on and so forth, until we could see the 7th generation twigs that are needed to finish a plant. Thank you again for listening to my workshop and seminar, and I hope to see you next week for another episode of Basic Bonsai.